Hey guys, Paul here, and it's that time again for the Sci-Fi Sideshow right here on bmovietv. What's on tap for tonight? Tonight's movies comes from the land of the rising sun, which we all know as Japan. And it's called Lady Battle Cop, and it's from 1990. Now, I don't know anybody in this movie. Supposedly one of the guys was in Godzilla vs. Gigan, but it was in 1972, and this is 1990. So he's probably aged quite a bit, so I wouldn't be able to pick him out. And I haven't watched Godzilla vs. Gigan in a while. But I have seen the movie. So I don't really know any of the actors, and I'm not going to go through and try to figure it out and show names. So y'all just have to, if you see somebody you recognize, cool. I didn't recognize anybody. Well, the one bad guy in the military suit who spoke broken up English, he kind of looked familiar, but I'm not quite sure. So anyway, like I said, Lady Battle Cop from 1990. It's a production of Toei. Toei is spelled T-O-E-I. They're a very, very big company in Japan. They make toys, animes, all good stuff like that. And this was a direct-to-video release in Japan, which they call V-Cinema over there. Or at least they did back then. I don't know if they do now. And this is a hybrid of RoboCop and a show called Metal Hero Series, Kaijin Jaibon. I probably butchered it really bad, so anybody out there who speaks Japanese or knows Japanese, go ahead and laugh, because that's the best I can do. So, this is a movie, obviously, about a lady battle cop. So sit back, relax, and when it's all said and done, we'll come back here, we'll meet together, and I'll discuss the movie with you guys, so enjoy. Alright guys, well that was Lady Battle Cop. How did you like it? Me? Middle of the road, little off the road. It wasn't like it was awful, but it had a lot of problems, which I'm going to point out. So, we're going to call this the first episode where I really got nitpicky. I mean, that one that I did very, very long ago, the first one I ever did, I think it was the first one. It was the second one with the going back in time and samurai. That one was bad. This one's not that bad, but it's bad. At least for me it was. What did I like? I like that costume. That costume was nice. And as you guys have seen before, I love monster suits and I just love costumes. You do a good job. You know, I guess it was that first time seeing Darth Vader just really stood out to me, and I was like, man, that is awesome. So the suit, hands down, perfect. The earring on the costume, but everything else was fine. And then Amadeus, which I'll discuss a little bit more later, but that guy was cool. And you know what was really cool? He had a nice butt. Now, let's all be honest. All of us men are secure with our manhood. We can look at that guy and be like, man, he's chiseled out of stone. He had a nice butt. So, there was that. So, what else can I say about this film? Well, it had a lot of problems for me, like I mentioned before. She kept saying, I'll be your donor. Murphy from RoboCop, now that was a donor. There was hardly anything of him left, and they turned him into a robot. You just got stabbed. Yeah, you got blown up and thrown through a hallway and stuff, but you were okay. You weren't falling apart. Blood wasn't spurting out of your head or anything. You're just putting on a suit a guy made. Now, as we both know, well, not both of us, because there's a lot more of you out there. So, as we know, she was in the shower, moving around, doing her shower thing, thinking of the old days, so she could move like a person. So, I don't know why that suit, she had to walk like a stiff robot. But yet, we saw her when she saved that kid and some other things she did on it once in a while. Like, she grabbed a little girl and busted through and did a roll and, so she could be human in the suit. So, walking around like a robot drove me nuts. The whole bad guy organization drove me nuts because I wanted to know more. It was just, who are these people? So, I just, it just was too much for me. She kept getting attacked, and those bad guys, for one, the head bad guy for the soldier dudes, the Asian chick and the black guy, he spoke English. Broken, but he spoke English. I'm like, well, who's he speaking English for? I mean, if he's trying to give commands to the dude, the American dude, then I don't know if he was American, but he spoke English. So if he's giving him instructions, then I guess the Asian lady who's in the group with them don't understand what he's saying. What if he gave her, you know? And so that part drove me nuts. It should have either all been American or all been Asian, or just all spoke English. That would have probably fixed it for me. But I did him. I recognized, but I couldn't figure out where he's from, and I couldn't find anything online. But they kept getting the jump on her. It's like they kept, you know, let's go get that battle suit. We're going to destroy it now. And it's like, I don't know. She was just getting her ass handed to her. Yeah, RoboCop got his ass handed to him at some point in the movie, but it was a little bit later. You know, he had that shining moment where he was kicking everybody's ass and you thought, oh, he's indestructible. So then when he was beat up, it was a big deal. Not with this. They were beating her up right away, over and over again. It wasn't until the end when she got the upper hand. It was just too much for me. I'm not a movie critic and I'm not an expert, but it was just too much for me. But I will say this. That Amadeus character, that would have been a good movie. How did he get those powers? Who was he before he got those powers? That was outstanding. That character was good. I would have liked to have seen more. So that was another thing I liked. Him moving all that stuff around, picking stuff up, slamming stuff around. And the facial, I mean, he just was so intense. I like that character. Would have loved to have seen more of Amadeus. So, with that, I do believe that's pretty much it. Stick around, and I have 2 retro videos, a commercial and music. I'm going to shorten it. I used to try to put in as much as I could because I get overexcited about things, but this time I'm just going forward. 1 commercial, 1 music video. And then you can get your filler because we all love watching girls fall from airplanes with no tops on. We like that. At least I like it. So with that being said, stick around. There's plenty more stuff to watch on bmovietv because it's 24/7, 7 days a week. And until next time, don't forget Saturdays. There's this guy that hosts this little show in the filler. Don't know his name. Handsome looking devil. He has a show called The Music Moment. So check that out. Hope you like that. And until we meet again, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you.